All right, hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Lightstream Backstage. My name is Shidosha. I'm your community manager, joined by a very special guest and one of the coolest, calmest, and most collected people I know. That's Kelsey, our studio product manager. Kelsey, it's an honor to finally pull you away from your busy schedule and talk to you today. Much love to you. How you doing?
That was an excellent intro. Thanks, Shidosha. I'm doing well.
I had a little
I'm excited
practice,
to
a
be
little
here.
bit, just a little bit. So we are, by the way, live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. If you're joining us on any of those three platforms, welcome, 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 welcome. We are here today to talk about Studio 2. And with that said, Kelsey, I want to ask you, since you have a different approach, or at least appeal towards Studio 2, what is Studio 2, and how has the adventure of developing Studio 2 been for you?
It's been really fun. Just a very unique challenge from things that I've solved before. Really, the goal of Studio 2, unlike some of our previous products, is to make it the quickest breeze to get online, set up your stream, and go live so that you can really focus on storytelling and not mapping out all of these individual scenes that you have to manage and design for yourself. Instead, we kind of take the guesswork out of all of that so you can have easy templates, easy videos already built for you, and you can just get going as quickly as possible.
I gotta say, I do appreciate the ease of access. Again, as a person that does content like myself, when I'm not managing the community, I do like to host shows and do broadcasts and stuff like that. So having something where, like, for example, if I just have my laptop and I want to go outside and go do something, maybe a show with some friends, or maybe I have some people and it would be great to have a sit down, but I only have that small window. Oh, this is perfect. This is exactly what we need. Easy to set up. Everything is here for you. If you shut it down and turn it back on later, it's saved. We'll get into the features real soon, but before we do that, I do think it would help if you guys saw a little quick start guide about how this works. So we will get that jumping for you so you can see what this looks like. It's an amazing product. I think you guys will love it. Here we go.
Choosing the right live streaming platform for your brand or business doesn't have to be difficult. With Studio 2's easy to navigate dashboard, you can be up and running in no time. Wanting to stream to multiple content platforms like Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch? Or how about easily bringing on guests to your show? And what if I told you you could have all of this with a 7-day free trial? Let me show you how to get things set up so that you can get started. To get started, go to the website provided in the description or navigate to studio.golightstream.com/v2. Once you're on the website, enter an email address so that you can get signed in to the platform. Once you sign in, you're going to want to enter your display name, choose your camera, and select the microphone that you want to use for the live stream. Congratulations, you're logged into Studio 2. Now let's go ahead and understand the dashboard that you see in front of you. On the left side of the screen, you're going to have the green room. This is where people and guests will be for you to put them into the live panel, or to be able to see screen shares that you've provided or that your guests have provided that you can also put into the live panel. In the middle is the live panel. This is where you're going to be adding your sources and moving around different cameras or screen shares that have been provided from your guests or yourself. And on the right side of the screen is the customization and communication section, where you can add overlays, put on graphics, and be able to not only see chat of the platforms, but also chat with the people in your green room. To add a source onto the live panel, simply click it from your green room. Since we only have a camera connected, it will only pop up the camera. But let's add another source, like a screen share from our computer. To share a screen, display, or a tab from your browser, simply click Share Screen and choose the option that fits what you need. For this example, we're going to choose Chrome tab and select the Lightstream webpage, and it's going to pop up into our green room on the left. To add it to our live panel, just like our camera, all we have to do is simply click it, and it is now a part of our live panel. We can now choose different layouts and be able to see how we can interact with them on the screen to be able to augment our live streaming experience for our viewers. To adjust the layout on screen of your sources, all you have to do is simply drag and drop the source into the location you want it to go, and it will adjust to what you need. And this works on any of the layouts to be able to adjust to where you want them. This works for your guests as well as any of their screen shares to adjust them on your screen during your live stream. To bring a guest onto your show or multiple, go ahead and click Copy Guest Invite Link. On their screen, they will see something very similar to when you signed in to be able to put in their screen name, choose their microphone, as well as their webcam. And once that's done, they will pop up into your green room for you to be able to add them into your live panel. Your guests will also be able to see the live panel and be able to chat to their other guests in the guest chat in the communication panel. If you want to remove a source from being on stage in your live panel at any time, just click the source in your green room and that will remove that source from the stage. Guests also can share their screen, tab, or window for you to be able to put into the live panel. If you are finding value from this video, consider leaving a like below and comment, how can Studio 2 help your business meet your live streaming needs? The customization and communication panel will allow you to add overlays as well as participant names and other graphics to augment your live streaming experience. The design panel will allow you to choose your primary color that matches your brand or business. You also can add a logo and make sure that you put it in whatever corner you choose. For now, we'll keep it in the top right. You also can choose to add the participant names onto each of the sources. You have 3 options for different banner styles so that you can customize it the way you'd like. Lightstream also provides several backgrounds from animated as well as static that you can use or upload your own background to use. Under the video tab, you can upload your own intro, outro, or intermission animated videos to be used on your screen, or use the Lightstream provided ones here. Once you choose one of these, they will actually mute your microphone from the screen, so you won't have to worry about any of your guest chat or yourself going through when using an intro, outro, or intermission video. You can also add a text banner to the screen. For now, I'm just going to add Hello World, and then click Save, and once I click it, it will go live on the screen and will stay there until I click it again to bring it down. You also have an opportunity to add your own overlay on top of the screen by simply clicking this plus sign and dragging the file into this upload box. The next panel is Platform Chat, and here's where you're going to see all of your chat from your connected destinations like Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're going to be able to turn them off individually or be able to see all of them at once so that you can keep connection to your viewers. And the last part of this panel is the guest chat, where you can communicate to the guests that you've invited into your stream by simply typing here a message and then being able to see it. The last step is to add the destinations you wish to go live to. So choose destinations at the top and click Add Destination. From here, you can choose Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, or RTMP destination and input your own personal or custom stream key and ingest URL for the platform you'd like to stream to. Studio 2 does support multi-streaming, and as long as you have this check beside each platform you wish to go live to, it will live stream to all of them at the same time with the same feed. Once you're ready to go to the top right of the screen and click Go Live. And that's it. You've set up Studio 2 to connect to your audience and your community. If you love what you've seen and would like more information, visit the links in the description for more details about Studio 2. For more video tutorials, click the playlist on the screen now for more in-depth Studio 2 content. We'll see you over there.
All right, with that said, I do want to thank Dark and Cyrus for making such an awesome video. And if you guys want to see more of that, I am showing off a sneak peek of some new feature we'll talk about a little bit later, but you can always go ahead and visit youtube.com/GoLightstream for all of the good stuff. I really wanted to brag about that, but let's get into a few things real quick. So we did see some of the features that were available. Obviously, we saw how easy it is to invite people with the guest link. We saw how easy it is to set up a screen share and also set up multiple destinations. As you've heard before, we are streaming on more than just Twitch. We are also on Facebook and YouTube. That is all done by the power of Studio 2. Another thing that I do want to show off, though, this is pretty awesome. You guys didn't actually get a chance to see it. Is one of our really cool new features that we didn't see before. This is first off, let's start with down here. I'm sure you didn't see it here in the new boxes. Most recently, during October, we did release our favorites tab. I know you guys had a chance to see that. Kelsey, you want to walk them through what this is real fast?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that we were noticing when we were setting up any of our streams is there's a tendency to get a little bit lost in that right-hand panel. We want there to be a lot of options for users, but we don't want them to get bogged down or distracted right in the middle of the stream while they're focused on their guests, talking to their audience, things like that. So what we wanted to implement is a way for you to easily just create some shortcuts for yourself with this favorites bar. So you can go to any type of media, basically click the little star, and it'll show up right there, right below the preview screen, ready for you to click and add to your stream whenever you want. So it should make going through any sort of live stream production much easier and a little bit more intuitive so that it's not as distracting for users.
Yeah, it's quite the lifesaver because as you can see, there's a bunch of options on the side, which I love. I love options and variety, but sometimes I need to have exactly what I want and pinpoint some things.
Yes.
And I mean, I'm using it in real time right now. That's the way that you guys are noticing. We have a couple of video related transitions that we're using. That's the way I'm going about doing it. When I want to show you guys something, click of a button. I don't have to sift through a whole bunch of overlays and things like that. Yeah, it really does simplify it. And another one now, this one we can't exactly show off right now just because I haven't had it set up, but this one is awesome. Actually, this one was requested heavily through our product board, which we'll talk about later. That's a place where you can request features, give us feedback, and also see what's next on our roadmap. We had a chance to gather some feedback, and we've created this thing called URL overlays, which is awesome. You can see this on the bottom here. It's a little hard to see, but you see it on the bottom here. You can add a URL. So for those of you guys, I gotta talk about this because I gotta brag a little bit. So for those of you guys that like overlays like me, or maybe I have sound alerts or something really cool like that, this is the best option right here. URL overlays allows that to show. You can show if you get donations, if somebody follows, somebody wants to put a cool message up on the screen, things like that. Chat, another one, like an active chat constantly moving. This is the way to go about doing that. It was heavily requested. I know it was something that I brought up because I'm a big fan of something like that. So that was pretty awesome. I'm sure you heard a lot of good feedback about the URL overlay as well, right, Kelsey?
Yeah, I mean, we're really excited about this one because, again, it brings the customization that some people want while making it really easy to use. You just add your URL for, any overlays you may have made with our partner product, Rainmaker, or anywhere else. Add them there, and then you can toggle them on and off stream just like any other media. So we're really excited about that one.
I love it. And again, I'm showing these off right now because, as I said before in the quick start guide, these were not features that were displayed in them at the time of us making that video. But even with that said, I gotta be honest, you guys have been cooking up a lot of stuff lately. Let's talk about some of the other cool new features we saw. You saw me use one earlier. I'm actually gonna bring it up again. And I'm gonna knock this out real quick. The screen share is gone. Let's be buddies again. Let's go back to here we go. But check this out again. Actually, I'll make it bigger so that you can see it. But as you can see, this here is a text that I put up on the screen, and I got that directly from my chat window. You want to talk a little bit more about this new feature that came out today?
Yeah, absolutely. So this was another highly requested feature of being able to show any sort of chat comments on stream. So like Shidosha is showing here, it works for, your guest chat where he and I can chat back and forth. And if I have a really good idea of something that I want to put on stream, I can just send it to him. He doesn't need to copy and paste it into text banners, anything like that. One click and it's already on the stream, laid out exactly the way you need. I think really helpful for any sort of AMA formats is that also works with platform chat. So let's say someone has a really good question from Facebook or YouTube or one of your connected destinations. You can then pull that up directly on screen to address it so that people know what people are kind of talking about in the various chats. And then you can answer any questions really, really easily. So it makes that back and forth communication with any of your viewers even easier. And again, just a one-click add or remove from the stream.
I gotta say, again, I think my biggest highlight, or the thing that I enjoy the most about that feature, is that again, as you said before, you can pull it straight from the guest chat. So say we're talking to each other and we have some points that we want to bring. Again, there was another feature in here for Studio 2 where again you can create banners and display certain things and things of that nature. But that can kind of get convoluted and cluttered and crowded if you just want to copy all the time and then post a questionnaire and things like that. So to have this not only for again, your Twitch, your YouTube, Facebook chat, but also the guest chat. So if we filter questions and we want to put it through there and really clean it up, what an amazing way to go about doing it. I think that's really awesome. And I'll show you a prime example of this. We're gonna snack this one from our Rainmaker bot out in Twitch. So if I just paste this ever so casually and then put it up on the screen, you guys can see that. You see that? Come chat with us on Discord. Shameless plug. Why not? You know what I'm saying? I get paid the big bucks to do things like this. So here we go. But that's not the only feature. As much as I'm being silly, I actually want to make sure that I properly face you when we go to talk about. Whoops, we go to talk about this next one. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. You'll see me flip right now. Here's another really big feature on the low. Kind of hard to see, but I mean, I just had to show it off a little bit. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you may now mirror your images here on Studio 2. Talk about the mirror image real fast for us.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a pretty tactical one. I think most of the video technology that people are now really used to using, Zoom, Google Meet, whatever it is, usually provides that option. And so I think us using the product over and over, we kind of realized that that was something we were really used to and wanted to make sure that that was available to users. Should be a slam dunk. That way, if you're used to seeing yourself flipped and it looks really weird and you hate it, you can now flip yourself back to see what you would usually see. So just trying to make it a little bit more intuitive for everyone to use.
Yeah, it seems like a no-brainer, right? But you notice it when you're missing it. So I think that's pretty awesome. Definitely a very easily celebrated feature that I think we deserve. So again, I appreciate you for that. I'm gonna leave my screen flipped like this while you tell me what you guys have next on the product board or in the pipeline, I should say. What you guys got coming up?
Yeah, so we have a couple of exciting features that we're working on. The first of which is adding an additional camera to the stream. So a really good example of this is, let's say you're running a cooking show and you want to have one webcam pointed on you while you're talking about all the fun things you're doing. And maybe you want to have one pointed at whatever you're cooking. Let's say you're baking, you're making bread, you want to show what you're doing. Now you can have another webcam that's attached to your computer and you can just add that as another source easily. So that basically you can include whatever sort of storytelling works best for you, not just the single talking head version that you have coming up. So we're really excited about that. Part of a broader initiative to basically allow you to add more and more sources to, again, customize your stream as much as you can.
Right.
A couple others that are coming up. We also have another highly requested one, which I got a lot of traction on in the product board, which I was really happy to see, was being able to automatically cue intro outro videos. So right now, you see as we're starting, we have our intro video looping, we're going to start soon. We'll be right there. And then it's a manual click to go back to the view of us talking. Same thing at the end. What a lot of people are doing is they're trying to time out, clicking, okay, here's my outro video, and then making sure they're hitting end broadcast at the right time. We just want to remove any stress or issues with timing about that. So instead, what you can do is you can go into the product, decide ahead of time what your intro and what your outro is, and then set those to automatically go off. So instead, you'll hit go live, your intro will automatically play. You'll go through your show, and then when you hit end broadcast, it will remember for you to play your outro and then shut the stream down. So again, just trying to take as much effort, just automate as much as possible and make sure that you guys can just focus on your storytelling.
I definitely would use something like that. I love that. That's awesome. But keep going.
Yes, a lot of people commented on that one. They were like, "Oh, this is what I needed," or they're like, "I didn't realize this would be so helpful."
Right? Yeah, it's insane. I love that.
Very cool. Some other ones we have coming up. So we're adding more destinations. Overall, a big priority for us to make sure that we can have those authenticated destinations. Right now, you can always add a custom RTMP output to any destination you'd like to stream to. But we really, again, want to make it as streamlined as possible. So we're working on adding both Twitter and LinkedIn destinations, where just like the rest of them, you just open those up, you log in, and then it automatically connects for you. No copying over stream keys or URLs or anything like that. So we're working with both of those platforms in order to get that added in to even expand the destination options better. So it's easy to go live wherever you want to go live.
Yeah, I think if there's something that I see the most when I'm chatting with communities, it's definitely more destinations. They always want to go live in more places, more often. And I mean, in this day and age, where especially now that I know there's a few Twitch streamers and stuff in here. Now that there's it's a little bit more loose in regards to how many platforms you can stream on. I know there was some other brands that tried to do that, but Twitch said that's a no. But since it's now being embraced a lot more often, yeah, I think it's about time we service the people, give them what they want. I think it's a great idea. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, especially with the rise of live webinars on LinkedIn. I feel like I've seen those pop up on my LinkedIn way more. So we want to make sure
Yeah,
that everyone who's streaming whatever kind of content they want to stream, it's easy for them to do so.
right. I think that's an
Um,
awesome idea.
the last big feature I just wanted to call out is we're having a lot of planning conversations around recording, which is very exciting for us. I know it's something that the team has wanted to work on for a while, wanted to add into the product. And so we're working on scoping out, okay, how do we go about doing this? What's the most efficient way? What's the most cost-effective way for our users to make sure that they can all access that?
Right.
So we're at the beginning of stages of that, so no timelines yet. Don't get too crazy. But we are really excited about that one. I think that will be a really material help to a lot of users that want to do live streams, be able to video edit later, put up shortened versions. That's been really common trend that we've seen in the live streaming
Yeah.
community.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that too. I think that would be very pivotal, especially because it's just a lot of people. Like, for example, as the new trend is, once we're done, chop it up, throw it on TikTok. So they're most
Oh yeah.
definitely going to want an opportunity to save their VODs the cleanest way possible, have it native, maybe adjust the formats or the way it's positioned so that they can get that good square 9:16
Yeah.
video for their content. So yeah, no, it's no, that is a huge game changer. And I want to say once again, I know I showed it before, but didn't mention it too much. I'll show it one more time. Everything that we're talking about is indeed on our product board. So if you see this here,
Yes.
the features that were talked about, you can see what already came out. Saw the background videos, custom URL overlays, favorite section. We showed that off, as well as the chat comments on stream and the mirror camera. And then again, you can see what we're continuously working on. But again, submit your ideas. We see the support for multiple languages. We hear you loud and clear. This is what we have planned. We just talked about that a moment ago. This is what is in progress. This is what we're actually currently working on. So if you ever want to follow along and see what Studio 2, Kelsey and the crew, I didn't mean to rhyme right there, by the way, are up to, I did it again. That's 3. Okay. All right. Maybe after this stream, I'll become a rapper as well. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do in my
Perfect.
future yet, but whatever.
Perfect.
Anyway, if you want to know what's going on with Studio 2, this is the best avenue to go about reaching them. Just check out the product board. I think one of the moderators has put a link in chat. If they did, I'm going to use our cool little guest chat feature to show that off for you guys, since that's pretty awesome. But again, yeah, big deal. If you want to keep up with the progress of Studio 2 or just make some requests, we'd love to hear your feedback. Let's work together to make this product as awesome as possible. With that said,
Oh yeah. And the product board public portal honestly is really impressive. So you have the ability to upvote certain features if what you want to see is already there, but you're like, this would be really helpful. And we absolutely take that into consideration when we're planning monthly features we want to pull up and have the team work on. Similarly, there's that submit idea button that I would love to see any ideas that the community has. You guys know best what you need to make your stream as easy to use and as professional as possible. So we are all ears and want to make sure that we're building something you guys get to really enjoy.
Right. You heard it here first. If you guys want to contribute to a product that you know and love, feel free to do it. Again, the link is here. The link is also in the chat. Feel free to drop us a line, give us your feedback. We always have a team coming through that stuff. So again, that is what we want to see, what we want to do. I know you are limited on time, so we are going to cut this short here. But again, if you do have any questions, concerns, comments, anything of that nature, please feel free to hit us up on our socials, Twitter, Facebook. Those are probably the best places to reach us, but don't forget about our Discord as well. Leave us some feedback in regards to Studio 2, what you would like to see featured and discussed on the next Lightstream Backstage. And again, this is something that we're all a fan of. We love to do. We love to bring to you guys. We know how important streaming is to you. I know as myself, I'm also a streamer, broadcaster. I do media stuff as well on the side. It's a little hobby of mine. So I understand how important it is to have the right tools. Kelsey, any last words before you sign out?
Oh man, I don't think so. Yeah, I think just the more feedback we get, the more that we could make the tool that people need the most. Team is working really hard on a lot of our updates, so just really excited to see the direction that the product takes.
All right, love it. I'm going to leave you guys with one more video, but again, everybody showing up, thank you for tuning in for another episode of Lightstream Backstage, where again, we love to show off what we're working on, as well as hear from you guys and really get to know the people using what we have to offer for you guys. So until next time, see you when I see you. We are signing off. Have a good one. Check you on the next one.
Webinars have become a common term, and most likely you've been a part of one sometime in the last few years. But now you want to host one, and you're curious, is it difficult? Well, with Studio 2, it's never been easier. Let me show you how. The first step is to open a browser and sign in to Studio 2. Connect a microphone and a camera after signing in. A camera isn't required, but having a face can help with webinar engagement. Open your presentation or the material that you want to present. Next, hit the Share Screen button and select the appropriate option. For screen capture, this is going to capture your entire desktop experience. So if you're going to be changing in between multiple programs, this is what we would recommend. If you're going to be using just a single presentation from something like PowerPoint, window capture is a fantastic option to use for this. You can also capture just a specific tab in your browser, such as like if you're using a Google presentation or just a specific website. Choose the layout that works best for you. These are the 3 layouts that I recommend for you to use when wanting to show a larger panel for presentations and a smaller panel for your camera. Before you go live, make sure you add your destinations that you'd like to stream to and customize your stream with graphics, overlays, and more. And that's it. Now you're ready to go live. The Lightstream team is adding new features all of the time to improve the streaming experience for you and your viewers. For a more detailed guide on how to set up your Studio 2 stream, make sure you check out our quick start guide. The video for that is on the screen now. We'll see you over there.